It's Wednesday, you know what that means. It is time for the next episode in Battle for Victory here at Scarborough Athletic. And as we said, we're coming back for this away tie against Kidderminster Harriers. We will just show you how we've gone on off camera since that victory over Ebbsfleet, the 3-2 victory in which we made it difficult towards the end of the game. We then beat Solihull Moors by 1-0. A Joey Jones own goal there was the difference. We then beat York by 4-3 in front of just over 4,000 fans at the Flamingo Land Stadium. Tyrese Onyeka on 7 and 17. Luca Colville on 24. Daniel Brammer on 34. They got 2 goals in the second half again. Made it a little bit tighter than it probably should have been, but another 3 points there. We then beat Yeovil 2-0. Lewis Maloney from the spot and Danilo Osi-Dadamo in the 77th minute. And then a 1-0 victory over Bath last time out. 54th minute goal from Daniel Bramwell sealed the 3 points. That means today we are coming back for the Kidderminster game, who sit in 14th. Aldershot, who have now dropped down to 5th from 2nd place. And Barnet, who are in 4th as well. The league table looks like this. We are 15 points clear of Chesterfield. We have secured a playoff place for this season. We have a great goal difference as well over the teams below us, especially Chesterfield, 16 better goal difference. I mean, that accounts for almost an extra point there. 5 games that they need to win to go level with us. 6 games they need to win without us responding to go above us. So that would take us to 43. I mean, in theory, if we win all 3 games today, we should be there or thereabouts. That will mathematically, I think, put us close at that point. I mean, if we are within a game come the end of this episode, come the 3 games, we will show a 4th game and try and secure it in this episode. Obviously, if results go our way as well, then that will be the case too. Team selection for this game, it is Cracknell in goal. It is Murray, Moore, Bennett and Dodds. Maloney and Hunter as the midfielders. Bramwell on the left, Colville on the right, and Glenn plays behind. Danilo Osi-Dadamo today. Tyrese Onyeka is on the bench. He has obviously played a lot of games, 33 games played, 25 goals. We're going to give him a little bit of a rest. He'll probably make an appearance if he doesn't go our way, but we're in a good position. As I keep saying, it's just about getting over the line now from where we are. Kidderminster Harriers away at Agborough. Let's go do this. This game is, as disrespectful as this is going to sound, as Clark puts his ball towards the far post. Bennett heads it away. Fremantle down to Healy, and it's 1-0. So I'm not going to say the sentence I was just about to say. I was about to say, well, I'm going to say it anyway. I was about to say it's a warm, really, for 2 very difficult games that are approaching us in the form of, I just looked, Aldershot and Mansfield, I think it was, but not a great start. Was it Aldershot? It might have been Barnet, actually. Aldershot and Barnet, I think. And then Mansfield was the game after that, but that is not a great start. Yeah, away at Kidderminster, as Maloney will try and whip this free kick towards the far post, headed across goal, and it's put in by Kieran Glynn. 1-1 inside 15 minutes, back on level terms. Really well worked free kick, ball towards this near side. It was headed back across goal, and Kieran Glynn just popped up at that post just to tuck home. It's a great finish from quite a tight angle actually as well. Our first chance of the game, our first goal. It's 1-1, and we're back on level terms, and that's what you expect from Kieran Glynn, really. He has been sensational in his seasons here as we have moved up the pyramid, and hopefully he'll stay with us as the hope as we move into the Football League. 30 points clear of Chesterfield, who are currently 1-0 up against Stevenage. Aldershot are beating Bromley in a promotion, playoff pushing match there. We had a little bit better of a second half since conceding that goal. First half, conceding that goal. All of a stutter at the moment as our boys hooked away Richards to Paige Cahill. Cahill turning back and gives it to Scott. He looks for one of the top towards Fremantle. Fremantle's in. It's a chance for 2-1. It is 2-1. Flag has stayed down on this near side as well. I thought there was a hint of offside there. We will see again. I wonder if it was tight, if we'll see the lines come in. That is the left fullback playing him on over there? Are we going to see a tight offside call? Or are we going to go straight to, there we are. So, we're going to hit the pause button. There it is. It's Hunter there. He's level with him. I was looking towards the left back here, hidden behind the little tab, but it wasn't. I mean, it's 2-1. It's a poor goal to concede, and we really don't want to be starting this episode with a defeat. The gap would be down to 13 points, and with 2 tough games to come. This is not what we need, isn't it? A little bit of a twist and turn here as we approach the end of this season, and I think it is time for the man himself, Tyrese Onyeka, to make an appearance as he comes on. Who else is having a poor game as we look to just change things up, as the ratings button was just not working there at all. Luca Colville is not playing well. Abdi Sharif comes on for him, and Daniel Dodds is not playing well. We don't have a backup right back, but we do have a backup left back. Nathan Woodthorpe is going to come on. Triple change, and let's get into them. We can't berate because we've already used something in the last few minutes. We're going to break when we get the chance. No, we're not, because there's a chance for us here. As Dodds puts the ball in, Boron heads it away. Woodthorpe picks it up now. Under a bit of pressure, goes back to Moore. Space to run into, gives it back to Woodthorpe. Can he get away from that? Ball into Daniel Bramwell. What a goal. Nathan Woodthorpe with a great ball. Daniel Bramwell fires it across the goalkeeper. It's 2-2. I don't know if we necessarily deserve it, but we are back on level terms. There is 25 minutes to play, and can we do it? That's the question. Now, we are going to try and demand a little bit more. 15 minutes left to play. We're not going to move from our positive mentality yet, because we know we can score goals. 13 points is still the difference between us and Chesterfield, but Stevenage could grab a goal at any time. There is 2 minutes plus stoppage time left. Bennett wins the header. Maloney. Hancock takes it away from him. He gives it to Paige Cahill. Took off him by Daniel Dodds there. Dodds. Oh, Paige Cahill takes it back off him. Battle between those two on this near side. Ball into Fremantle. And Ethan Fremantle makes it 3-2. And it was a battle on this far side, on this near side, sorry. And Dodds didn't get the better of Paige Cahill. It's 3-2. We've gone very attacking. Final 4 minutes. And is there a chance in here for us? Oh, there's something happening. There's 30 seconds left. Is it going to be a counter-attack? As Dodds in a battle again, this time with Clark. Ball back to Hancock. Onyeka wins the header. Sharif now can bring it forward. Is there something on for us? Sharif, ball over top. Kieran Glenn's in behind. Kieran Glenn is hit the post. And it stays out. And what a chance. Ball in towards Dodds. Paige Cahill, who's had the better of Dodds for most of this game, fires it out of play. And there is the full-time whistle. We hit the post in the 94th minute. We lose by 3-2. We weren't good at all today. And that is not the start we needed here. The gap will be 12 points after that. Far from pleased with that result. Everyone is motivated and fired up. Not what we needed at all. Gap is 12 points. Chesterfield won by a 0-0 over Stevenage. And next up is Aldershot. We've got 21 points over Aldershot now in those games off camera. But what are we going to do? So disappointing. Let's come back for the next game. So we come back. Aldershot in the league, 5th place Aldershot. They were second at the end of the last episode, which is why we came back for this game. They've dropped down since then. We have 21 points over them. But disappointing result last time out against Kidderminster. We need to rectify it. It is Cracknell in goal. Murray, Bennett, Gooder and Dodds. Hunter and Maloney are the two midfielders. Bramwell on the left, Colville on the right, and this time it's Reed playing behind Onyeka. We need 3 points now. We cannot afford to keep dropping points, because this run-in will get very, very hairy scary if we do not continue to pick up victories. Davidson into Carroll. Reed trying to win the ball off in Freckleton. He has to go back to Hall now, putting the pressure on, forcing them backwards. Ball switched out towards Roberts. Dodds nips in to win it though. Infield to Reed. Reed, what's he going to do? Tries to get the shot off. He bounces, looking for Colville, who puts it into the top corner. It's going to count. It's 1-0, 10 minutes on the clock, and we take the lead here. It was really well won by Dodds here in the right fullback position. Ball was switched out towards Roberts. Dodds nips in to win it. He gave it infield to Reed. Took a touch. He set himself to shoot. His shot was blocked, but he ricocheted towards Colville, and he just lashes it into the top corner. It's 1-0. Great start here, and that is exactly what we needed after the last result. Chesterfield have... I can't see them. Have they already taken the lead in their game? They have already taken the lead against Torquay in the first minute. So they're doing their job. The gap would still be 12 points here with 7 games to play. But this is what we needed. We needed a goal early. We needed to get in front, and we've done just that as Maloney gives it into Bailey Gooder. Daniel Dodds now. Maloney. Tackle goes in by Freckleton. Now Briscoe has it. Briscoe into Carroll. Through ball. Waltman from distance. Keeper didn't move, but it was wide of the post. I'd like to think that Cracknell had that scouted and knew it was going high and wide. It's Carroll now on the near side. Outswinging corner. Ball headed away. Waltman on the far side now. Infield to Rogers. Rogers under a little bit of pressure. Can we win the ball back? And that ball is fired into the hands of Cracknell. It was chipped over, looking for something, but it was always going to be mopped up by the goalkeeper there. Just a bit too much on it as Gouda puts that in towards Onyeka, who wins the flick on. And Angel, we're going to call him, I think. He fires the ball long again. Bennett wins either, and that ball's touched into the path of King. He comes in for ball over top for Waltman. Waltman's onside, fires it in. Max Waltman Scores 1-1, 38 minutes on the clock. Great ball over the top, and Waltman onto it like a flash, fires it past Cracknell. It's 1-1. That's their first shot on target. Obviously their second. First shot on target, first goal, and this is when things start going against you, I feel. One shot on target, one goal, and if they score from this attack, well, they're going to be fuming. As Briscoe keeps out of position, and what a block. So fortunate there, the defenders getting back in numbers to really just nullify the threat of the Aldershot players getting forward. As that ball goes in, the header flicked on by Roberts, and it is out for a goal kick. And we're just going to try and ride our luck now through to half time. Minute plus 2 minutes of stoppage time. It is going to be 1-1 at half time. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's not, is it? Because that ball's whipped in. Oh, it's hit the woodwork and cleared away. Carroll have another attempt to go. Come on, ref, you've played over a minute as Bramwell. You could have let us play on there. The counter attack was on. Flamingo Land Stadium here. It's Scarborough Athletic 1, Aldershot 1. And not happy with the performance. They're fired up. We've got to kick off highlight. I was just saying we're going to drop some early, demand more or encouragement. But there's a highlight. We're going to see how this plays out first as Bramwell on that right hand side goes all the way back to Cracknell, and we can rebuild again from the back. Gouda, Dodds now gives it back into Bailey Gouda. The two of them playing amongst themselves, finds that ball over the top. Hull though can deal with it. He's a big lad, is Hull. He looks, I mean, even in the match engine, looks so tall. That ball is switched over to this near side, and King Davidson now. Back to goal. Colville nips in to win it. Colville got to choose the right decision now. Goes down in the box for a challenge from Hull. And it is a penalty kick. And Jake Hull has conceded a penalty less than 90 seconds into this second half. And it's going to be Maloney to step up to take it. And it's saved. Maloney picks up the rebound and it's cleared away. And when your luck's not in, your luck isn't in. We've conceded one goal from one shot on target. And we've missed a penalty kick as well. And half an hour to play. And you can just feel that this game is going to slip away from us, I think, as Roberts running on that left side has gone a long way into Waltman and he's missed the target. What a chance there for Max Waltman to make it 2-1 to Aldershot. And, I mean, it would have been undeserved, but you don't always get what you deserve in this game. And Dodds now will look for that ball in. It takes deflection, it's cleared away. Murray picks up Briscoe, though, nips in to win it back. Briscoe now over halfway. Hasn't got a lot of support. Support is arriving though, and he goes back to Davison. Carroll looks at switch ball towards Roberts, who's in behind. Roberts with a chance, and Morgan Roberts makes it Aldershot 2, Scarborough Athletic 1, third shot on target, and we're 2-1 down. And I knew this was coming. And I know you'll say, well, why didn't you do something about it if you knew it was coming? Because at that point, you can just feel momentum shifting, and that's the way it's been all game. You've just felt that momentum starting to shift after taking that early lead, and the substitutes now are going to be wrong as we're going to bring Woodthorpe's on for Murray. Maloney is going to come off. Bailey Good is going to drop into the defensive midfield role, and Chris Moore is going to come on, and then we are going to take off Arthur Reid and bring on Kieran Glenn. Arthur Reid hasn't really had a successful time with this club, hasn't played many games, but hasn't been massively successful. And we are going to go to the instructions, and we're going to look for the width. We are going to whip the crosses in, and we're going to be direct, and we're going to be high tempo, and we are going to distribute over the top of the opposition defence, distribute quickly, and we're going to press as high as we can. High press, much higher line of engagement, get stuck in, let's trap them outside, and let's stop the crosses, and let's hopefully there's got to be something for us in these last 10 minutes. You'd like to think, let's create something. They've had 3 shots on target, they've scored 2 of them, and is the way this is this after last episode when everything was running smoothly and off camera everything was running pretty smoothly as well. Is this the way this episode's going to be? Are we going to have just defeat after defeat after defeat? Because this is not what we need. As Colville into Onyeka, chances on, he's giving the ball away. Colville back into Onyeka, square. He's got to put it back. He does pull it back. Kieran Glenn, he's missed the target. Oh, that is 2 late chances. We've had in both games to get equalisers, and we've missed both of them. Oh, I thought Onyeka, he took it wide. He probably should have put it back in earlier, as the goalkeeper just lets the time eat away, and we have lost by 2-1 to Aldershot. And this is not going well at all. We've got into the players, we've upset a few of them. But hopefully that just gives them a kick up the backside. 9 points is the gap as Chesterfield once again win. 2-1 victory there. And Oh, this is going badly very, very quickly. Next up is Barnet, and I don't know. I've no idea what to say. I said I didn't think we'd go and lose 5 games in a row, but at the moment, oh, this is not going well at all. And Barnet, 5th place Barnet next up in a week. Well. Away at Barnet. Another tough game. Cracknell, Murray, Bennett, Moore and Dodds, Gouda and Maloney in midfield, Sheriff on the left. It's Colville on the right, and Glynn and Onyeka are the number 9 and the number 10. And at this point now, I have no idea what's going to happen. It is free reign from this point onwards. Let's get into the match. Teams are warming up. I don't know what to do. At this point now, I have no idea what to do. Media have given you a lot of credit lately. Like, the problem is what do we do at this point? Do we make changes to the side? Do we make changes to the formation? This formation has got us to where we are now. I'm very reluctant to make wholesale changes at the moment. Because again, to go with it, as is that going to be a red card towards Gorman? It is. And Barnet are down to 10 men inside 10 minutes. I was about to say, we've had chances in injury time of both games to get onto level scoreline, sorry. And we haven't managed to do it. And so we haven't been completely outplayed, but the tide is just starting to turn as they hit the post with their first chance of the game. And this is what I'm talking about at the minute. We went from the last episode scoring a lot of goals consistently to just not being able to find the back of it. Chesterfield are scoring early in every single game. 18 minutes in, Watson has got the goal against Gateshead. So the gap would be 7 as things stand. And it's gone from 15 points to 7. And there was me talking about potentially being going to win the league in this episode. And we're not going to win a game in this episode. Never mind the league. Keep going, they're a man down. I mean, as bad as this is going to sound, even a draw at this point, because we just need to stop this rot of defeats as we're going to encourage the team. Barnet have done nothing, but they've had a better XG. You can just sense that they're going to get another chance. And if they do, it's just... I mean, this is dull. This is really dull. There's Maloney outswinging corner. Can we find something from a set piece? Ball in. Robinson heads it away. It's going to be picked up by Sharif. Into Maloney again. Chance to get the ball in. Gets towards the ball. Drill it across and he goes for goal. And that's the frustrating thing about this game sometimes. Is surely... I mean, if it was real life, he drills that across the face of goal looking for someone to get on the end of it. No one's had a good game here. We're playing against 10 men and no one is performing. And... I don't... This is the thing at this point. What do you even say? It's... I have to bring Lewis Knight on up front. Kieran Glynn's going to stay on, I think. And Jack Hunter's going to come on for Bailey Gouda. And I don't know. It's that point where I'm not sure what. We're going to go direct again. We're going to try and get some width. We're not playing out of defence. We're going to be as direct as we can. We're going to whip in those crosses. Run at the defence and distribute over the opposition defence. Distribute quickly. And then we're going to push as high as we can. And get stuck in. And hopefully, we just need something to happen for us here. And we're going to demand some more for the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. There's got to be a chance for us. I know it's going to be a little bit hectic, but... Well, that was dull. That was very, very dull after the sending off. But we get a point, and the way we've been playing, that is better than nothing at this point. That should remain the gap at 7 points. It does. Chesterfield won once again, and 7 points is the gap. Bromley can still catch us technically. They can still get to 93 points, but it really is a straight shootout between us and Chesterfield now to see who makes it into the Football League. And you know what we're gonna do? We've got Mansfield. We've got Mansfield and Chesterfield. You know what? Let's make this into a bumper episode. We're gonna play the next 2 games. We're gonna play Mansfield and then we're gonna play Chesterfield, who are now playoff bound as well. And I wonder whether we can. The hope is to try and can we seal it in this episode? If we win the next 2 games, one of them will be against Chesterfield, so that will be 10 points. Minimum of 10 points. We'll have 4 games left. We're just going to keep playing through. We haven't won a game yet. We're just going to keep playing through. Before we get into the next game, it has been youth intake day, and straight off the bat, Jordan Rowland, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, defensive winger, can play on the left side, can play in that attacking midfield role as well as an advanced playmaker. First touch is 8, free kicks 11, passings 14, techniques 13, 15 natural fitness, teamwork and work rate are good. He's off the balls, good his flair. Or 17 bravery, he could be some player. Also up there we have Greg Simpson, who's a 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's a defensive midfielder or centre back. Heading of a jumping reach of 14, 6'3", could fit in as a centre back. If you can just improve that heading slightly as we move into the Football League, can use both feet as well. So decent there. A couple other 4.5-star and 5-star potential players. Andrew Hall and Greg Jones are those. Andrew Hall's a left winger, 9 crossing, 12 dribbling. Technique's okay, his work rate though he's pretty poor. His pace and agility is okay though. And then Greg Jones, who is another defensive midfielder, can also play centre back, 10 heading, 14 jumping reach, 6'2", 13 work rate, 13 teamwork. That's what I like to see from some of these boys coming through. And then there's one other in terms of decent current ability, 1.5-star, Abina Ikachuwu, who is a right winger. Crossing is pretty good. Dribbling is not great. Acceleration 14, pace is 10. Work rate's okay. Teamwork is a little bit lower than I'd like it, but there are some decent players there that we're going to try and get stuck into, bring into our youth sides. Excellent intake, and I think for the most part it is. It is a very, very good intake. One other player I want to look at is Rocco Barford, who is a defensive midfielder, central midfielder. Good first touch, good technique. His work rate is good. Vision and teamwork are okay. Flair, leadership is pretty good. Natural fitness, his physicals are pretty poor. That's the only downside to him there. I mean, mentally, not too bad. His technicals are okay for 16 years of age. But yeah, there's some okay players there that we're definitely going to have a look at in the coming days and weeks. We've got till the end of May to have a proper look at them nonetheless. Anyway, it is time for our next game. And like I said, we are back for one more game. For another game, it is Mansfield, and then we're going to play Chesterfield. It is a quick turnaround. Friday the 11th, Monday the 14th. I feel like this is Good Friday and Easter Monday, possibly, in terms of the dates, looking at these 11th of April, 14th of April. So let's go look at the team lineup for the game against Mansfield. Team lineup for the game against Mansfield. We're resting a couple of players. And I know that's probably not the right thing to do considering the run of form that we're on, but we have second place Chesterfield in 3 days' time, so we're resting some of the big guns. Cracknell is in goal, Woodthorpe, Moore, Gouda and Dodds across the back. Hunter and Maloney are the two defensive midfielders. Bramwell and Sharif are on either side, with Reed behind Orsi Dadamo. And we've played 3 games, we've got 1 point. We need to really change that. We need 4 points after this game. 4 from 4, while not being great, would be a hell of a lot better than 1 from 4. Chesterfield play Bromley today. It's a tough game for them. So that means they've got Bromley on the Friday and us on the Monday. So it'll be a tough weekend for them as well. But we need to make things count here in this game at home against Mansfield. 3,246 in the ground today. It's Abdi Sharif now under a bit of pressure onto his right foot. Gives it back to Woodthorpe. Hunter back to Woodthorpe. Nice little quick passing. Moving it away from the Mansfield player. Switch out to the right side and Dodds. Orsi has hit the woodwork. Reed puts it in. Is he onside? He is onside. And Arthur Reed makes it 1-0 inside 20 minutes. What a start. That is exactly what we needed. I said that actually against, was it the Aldershot game when we got an early goal there? That's what we needed there. But we definitely need it here. But we need to just press on and get a second goal, because 1 goal, as we've shown, is not enough. Sharif now, back onto his right foot. Can he get the ball across? His cross is blocked. Clearance away, and Oates takes it away from the defender. Oates, not really anyone with him, finds Nerfville though. Keeper's completely out of position, and Josh Nerfville makes it 1-1 2 minutes after going behind. Mansfield are back on level terms, and that is just awful all round from everyone. Oates dispossesses Dodds there in the right forward position. The ball is great. Cracknell comes but doesn't really commit to doing anything, and it makes Nerfville's mind up for him, and he puts the ball beyond him. It is 1-1 and not what we needed at all. Bromley and Chesterfield still drawing 0-0 as we approach the half-hour mark. Dolan though with his free kick, he will probably look to go for goal here. He does, and he brushed the roof of the net as it went over, and it still is 1-1 here, and the gap will still be 7 points. That ball is fired. Cracknell collects it comfortably. And now it's just about trying to move onwards and just seize control of this game. That is what we need to do here. Dodds coming over halfway. Goes in field now to Maloney. Hunter. Ball over the top now. Can Sharif get there first? Dolan hooks it away. Dodds wins the header. Reed. McMahon with the challenge. Maloney into Horsey. It's cleared away, and that's the problem. It's not sticking at that top end of the pitch as well as we would like. Dodds goes past his man. Really good running here from Dodds. Finds Sharif. Got to find the right ball. He does find the right ball. And Daniel Bramwell makes it 2-1. That was a fantastically worked goal. Ball down the right-hand side from Dodds. Sharif was onto it like a flash. And see here, what a ball into that channel. First time ball squared across the box, and Bramwell on the edge of the 6-yard box has the simple job of just sweeping home. It is 2-1. It is a brilliantly worked goal, and that means the gap as it currently stands is 9, because Bromley and Chesterfield, as they approach half time, is still 0-0, second against third, and hopefully Bromley can do us a favour as that ball is in and Oates heads onto the top of the bar, and we just need to get into half time now at 2-1, and we do just that because it is not going well. Mansfield have been the better side, but we have 2 goals and things are going well because we're up, but I know this side are capable of better. Everyone knows this side is capable of better. We just need to show it because at the minute the form isn't good as Gouda heads the ball over the bar. Dodds under a little bit of pressure now. Gilbert's going to take the ball off him. Dodds wins it back. A little bit of pressure, but this time he wins that battle. And also into Reed now. Into Sharif. Sharif getting towards one. Drills it across for Bramwell. What a ball from empty Sharif. Daniel Bramwell makes it 3-1. The two of them combine again. And Scarborough Athletic 3, Mansfield 1. And also with a great touch into Reed here. Reed gave it into Sharif. He had space to run. And the ball was a little bit earlier than I thought he was going. I thought he was going to drive towards the byline. But it is a fantastic ball across the goal for Daniel Bramwell arriving at that far post to just tuck in. It's 3-1 and we are doing our job here. We'll be 9 points clear with 5 games to go the way things stand. We're just looking at that Chesterfield and Bromley result here because that's really what matters now, as Tyrese Onyeka is going to get some game time, keep him fresh for the game against Chesterfield. I just completely lost track of who we were going to play then, and we are going to bring on Lewis Knight for Daniel Bramwell as well, who has 2 goals. I know he has 2 goals, but I think we just need to keep him fresh. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Bromley 0, Chesterfield 0 in the other game. We lead by 3-1. Let's not concede a silly goal here because that will make things very, very scary. But that header is wide. And as we go into stoppage time, Bromley and Chesterfield are still 0-0 on that right-hand side. It looks as if Chesterfield have dropped points. It looks like we have 3 points. It's 4 from 4 for this episode thus far, and the biggest game of the season is coming up next. Chesterfield in the league. There'll be 4 games left after it, 12 points to play for. If we were to beat Chesterfield, we would be 12 points clear with 12 points to gain. With a 13 better goal difference, we would nearly be there. And let's go. Chesterfield's in 3 days' time, and hopefully we have a fresh squad going into that game. And what we're going to do there is we're going to end that episode right there, and we're going to come back on Friday for the rest. We've played 4 games in this episode already, and we're going to come back and we're going to play the rest of the games on Friday. It is an absolutely mental run-in. Don't get me wrong. I'll see you again Friday. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.